Note, this audio essay is best experienced with headphones. Soft piano plays in the distance. I'm alone in the studio, brushes still wet, cobalt and cadmium splattered on the floor. On the blank wall in front of me, one sentence hovers like neon.
Art is the lie that makes us realize the truth. Pablo Picasso.
I pause, brush in hand, and ask the question that will steer this entire reflection. Why must art lie, and why do we, almost paradoxically, trust it more than facts? We live in a century obsessed with data dashboards, peer-reviewed studies, and something we call evidence-based everything. Against that backdrop, Picasso's statement feels like a stone hurled through a glass museum. A lie? Isn't art supposed to enlighten, or at least entertain, not deceive? And yet the longer I sit with the sentence, the clearer the mechanism becomes. Art manipulates form, color, and narrative, so we finally confront a truth we've been dodging in plain sight. I first scribbled the quote into a dusty college notebook and dismissed it as clever wordplay, typical Picasso. Years later, after painting, writing, and curating, I see it differently. Every stroke I place on canvas bends reality. Shadows stretch beyond physics. Colors migrate from objects to emotions. Memories reorder themselves for dramatic effect. And somehow viewers still say, "That's me in the picture." To understand the lie, we need the man behind it. Picasso dismantled literal vision because one viewpoint could not carry modern life's complexity. In Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, faces warp into jagged masks. No real brothel ever looked like that, yet the image reveals an uncomfortable truth about objectification, colonial anxiety, and the violence simmering beneath Parisian glamour. Later in Guernica, the weeping horse and the dismembered soldier are pure invention. Symbols, not reportage. But anyone who stands before that mural feels the agony of Basque civilians better than 1,000 war photographs could convey. The painter's lie clarifies the human truth. Neuroscience backs him up. Show people raw battlefield footage and many shut down. Compassionate fatigue, the brain's self-defense. Translate the same injustice into metaphor and mirror neurons flare like rescue flares. Consider Shakespeare, who never stood on Juliet's balcony, yet still warns teenagers about impulsive love better than any school lecture could. Or Banksy, a stencil of a girl releasing a heart-shaped balloon, stirs more public conscience than a 600-page United Nations report. The lie is not a hoax, it is the delivery system. Let me confess a failure. While illustrating a children's book on coral reefs, I obsessed over anatomical accuracy. Every anemone exact, every clownfish to scale. Kids called it busy and confusing. My mentor advised,
"Let accuracy serve experience."
I swallowed my scientific pride, repainted the reef in psychedelic hues, and made the fish the size of puppies. Sales tripled. More importantly, teachers wrote to say the book sparked genuine curiosity about ocean conservation. Did it misrepresent biology? Absolutely. Did it cultivate budding marine biologists? Possibly. That's when Picasso's line snapped into final focus. The lie liberated the truth. I notice the same pattern in daily life. Someone asks, "How are you?" My default, "I'm fine," is the real lie. An omission of anxiety, grief, elation. But when I paint a swirling vermilion storm, I broadcast my state of being with disarming honesty. There is no literal storm in my living room, Yet everyone who sees the canvas somehow understands. Of course, we tread a slippery slope. Lies in media can mislead, distort, even endanger. Deep fakes, conspiracy memes, state propaganda. Picasso's maxim is not a free pass for dishonesty. The ethical pivot is intention. Does the fabricated image invite a higher truth or merely exploit emotion for selfish gain? Good art opens doors, malicious lies deadbolt them. Some truths still demand rigorous documentation. Medical guidelines cannot rest on poetic metaphor, and climate policy should not lean solely on dystopian fiction. Yet even here, storytelling helps. Remember Al Gore's documentary, The Inconvenient Truth. The data were solid, but it was the flooded family farm and the personal anecdotes that moved audiences. So when Picasso claims,
"Art is the lie that makes us realize the truth,"
he isn't sneering at authenticity. He is pointing to art's special alchemy, compressing lived chaos into something we can finally digest. The lie is a prism. It splits blinding white into colors, each band exposing a wavelength we never saw before. In my opinion, I embrace the lie, gratefully. We're drowning in unattended truths precisely because they arrive unmediated, unstoried, unfelt. Art's trickery, when wielded with conscience, is not deception, but translation, a smuggling route that slips past our intellectual border patrol and into the valley of the heart. The next time a painting looks unreal, a poem feels exaggerated, or a film warps chronology, pause before labeling it false. Ask instead,
which truth is this lie trying to tell?
Because if Picasso is right, and I believe he is, our best shot at honesty may arrive wrapped in a deliberate, luminous disguise. If this reflection resonated, join the conversation below and subscribe for more essays on art and truth.